Hi, good evening everybody. I'm Lise and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I run the Hypno Healing page on Facebook and also I run one of the same title on YouTube. So thank you for those of you who are checking in soon, but also those of you that are watching back. Um, so what I wanted to talk about today is COVID anxiety. One of the things that I'm hearing a lot about is people's fears around COVID-19, coronavirus, call it what you will. So today's session is really an opportunity for people to check in, ask questions, share any fears if they feel comfortable doing that. But I have a really nice relaxation hypnotherapy script, so I will end today's session with that. It's probably about 10-15 minutes long. So a couple of things that I'm noticing with COVID, and people sit both ends of the spectrum. I'm seeing that there's a lot of conflict in and around this. So you've got the camp of people that are scared of getting it. They have a fear of getting ill, a fear of dying, and that's really very real, and that might be driven by an underlying health condition, their age. All this is leading to sort of long-term agoraphobia. So there's a lot of things going on. You've got anxiety, you've got stress, and fear and phobias, all the things that we can work with within hypnotherapy. So the people that are sort of scared of getting it and scared of it being out there in the open, I've got friends that are saying that they don't want to go out in public places, they don't like going to the supermarket because everybody's getting too close, or particularly in the UK now, bars and restaurants have opened, people are fearful of going out. And then there's the other side of that, where people are going out, but they don't want to wear masks, they're refusing to wear masks, they don't believe that it's as serious as it could be. And their fear is about not returning back to normal, so there's a fear around that things will never be normal again. You've also got on top of this a whole raft of social media and the mainstream media as well. You know, every day we're hearing about different deaths, rates have gone up, rates have gone down, certain places, particularly in the UK, and I know again in the US as well, for those of you that are listening over in the States. We've got local lockdowns, localised lockdowns. So over here, Greater Manchester went into a lockdown last week, areas of Blackburn, we had one down in Leicester in the Midlands, and this was brought on by sort of the spiking rates, and all this is causing this fear. One thing I will say is there's not a great deal that we can do about the virus being out there. All you can do is look at the way in which you respond to it, and today's hypnotherapy session is really about your response to the coronavirus, how you're dealing with it, how you build up your own resilience levels. You know, from a personal point of view, I've gone like this. I'm on a bit of a roller coaster. There are times when I spend long periods of time on my own, which is very isolating, and that in itself is causing fear. I have friends that are struggling to find work at the moment. Unemployment's very high. I know across Europe it's high. And people who have worked for years and years are almost begging on LinkedIn for work. So there's a whole fear in that around the financial side of things. So this pandemic is almost causing a massive spectrum of fears and phobias and stress and anxiety. I mean, those of you that are on, I know I've got a couple that are on live at the moment. What are your sort of feelings about it? What are your feelings in terms of coronavirus and your perspective? I've got one that's sort of dipping in and out. okay. I mean, it is causing lots and lots of different problems for different people. There will be a settling period. There will be some time where things are starting to go back, and we keep been talking about this new normal. Now, the new normal is, well, we don't know what it is, and some of the fears about the unknown. What's the workplace going to look like in the future? What's home life going to look like in the future? What's the job market going to look like? How do we socially distance when we go out to a restaurant or go out to a supermarket? Are the masks adequate enough to protect us? Do masks work at all? Is there a need for them? There's a whole raft of questions going on at the moment, and as time will only tell. Yeah, children. Yeah, thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, one of the things I haven't tackled is schools. Now, I should do, because I've got a 10-year-old who has been off school since March, and she is doing really well, but it's a struggle for all of them. They're not seeing their friends. When they do see their friends, what's the school place going to look like? The new ways in which schools are having to distance kids. I know we had a socially distanced picnic at our school a few weeks ago, and the kids were all spread out. They can work in bubbles. But what does that mean, and how does that work in terms of teaching staff? I heard on the radio yesterday that there was a teacher on there who said she's going to be working a week on, a week off. So working patterns, the whole way in which we go to work, go to school is going to change. One of the things that I'm doing at the moment is working with individuals, either via online mechanisms, and working with employers as well, to try and adjust to the new normal. Even things like team meetings, how do they take place when they need to be face to face? People who do practical jobs, people who need to work with individuals, doctors, nurses, all those people that are working on the front line. What provision are we offering for them? Because they've worked throughout. And when I say doctors and nurses, I know we've also had people working in retail, we've also had lorry drivers. There's a whole list of people, care workers, that have worked throughout the whole pandemic. But it is going to change. Normal is not going to go back to how things were before. There's always going to be this threat of something looming, whether it be COVID, whether it be something else. So when I'm looking at hypnotherapy, we can use this opportunity now to think differently about things, think about our own mind and body practices, think about how we can go in and internalise things. When you're under attack and you're feeling under attack, the only way of dealing with that is having your own locus of control, your own self-control. Some people call it resilience. And some people are generally more resilient than others. And that depends on your life experience as well. So if you've had lots and lots of trauma or tragic things or serious things happen within your life, you've probably built up a bigger resilience. So the pandemic and the response to the pandemic might be different for you. I'm not saying that it's any better or any worse, it just might be different. If you've not been exposed to so much in your life, it may well be that this is the first big thing that you've experienced. So, going back to Cheryl's point with his children, try not to put fear into the kids, because this emotional roller coaster that we're all going on is perfectly normal for us all. So what I am going to do now is look at some mind and body practices such as hypnosis, and help you start to feel good about yourself and start to feel more in control. Obviously, if you come and see me in the clinic, we do a very targeted therapy. This is a general taster. All my things online are a taster. I am running clinics in Stafford, Lichfield, Cannock, and also up in Leeds as well. So those of you that fancy having a consultation with me on any of the things we've discussed, whether it be COVID, whether it be general stress and anxiety, phobias, insomnia, I did a session on dermatology the other day. Just drop me a line and we can have a discussion. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to go into a COVID anxiety hypnotherapy script. Before we do that, can you just assure me that you're not operating machinery and you're not driving a car, that you are legal and safe to listen to the hypno track? Before I do that, hi Emma, Emma's joined us now, so we've got sort of 3 people on there. I'm going to go into a really nice, gentle taster hypno session. I am going to put in there a double deepener, so if you can, I'll ask you to lie on a bed, because I'm going to put a double deepener in this session. And the reason behind the double deepener is when somebody is really anxious, in order to calm you down, it'll just take you into that deeper trance. Okay, so are we ready? So, if you'd like to just concentrate on staring at a spot, either on the wall or on the ceiling, just continue to concentrate. That's right. Concentrate. And as you concentrate, you'll notice that the spot on the wall or the ceiling is getting smaller and smaller. And as it gets smaller and smaller, you are starting to feel more and more relaxed. Just allow every muscle in your body to relax. Relax all the muscles, all the way down. Relax. Continue to look at that spot on the wall, and as you do, you'll find that your eyes are getting ever more heavy. Heavy eyes. Continue to look at the spot. Continue to look at it. But each time you do, your eyes are getting heavier and heavier, deeper and deeper. You're starting to feel very, very relaxed. All the way down, relaxed. And I'd like you to just close your eyes. Close your eyes and allow everything from the top of your head to the tips of your toes to relax. Relax ever more deeply down, down, down. Relax. And shortly, I will count from 1 and from 5 down to 1. When you get to 1, you will feel yourself ever more deeply relaxed. Relax on the count of 1. And with each number, you will drift slowly, slowly, all the way down with your eyes closed, heavy and relaxed, all the way down. So ready. 5, floating down on the thin, wispy air. Allow your body to get lighter. 4, down, deeper down. 3, 2, all the way down, floating ever so deeply down. And 1, all the way down. And in a few moments' time, you will hear me say the word now. And whenever you hear me say the word now, every muscle in your body, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, will relax. And all the necessary tension will go out of your body, and your body will continue to sink down, more and more limp, relaxed and comfortable too. In fact, your body is going to feel so pleasantly comfortable. There will be times when you won't even be aware of your body at all. You won't be aware at all. If you have any unnecessary tension in any part of your body, I want you to now let go of that unnecessary tension and allow every muscle in your body to relax. Very pleasant and slightly warm sensation will very soon begin to spread from your chest to your shoulders and over to your whole body. I want you to now let this wonderful feeling of relaxation go all the way down, all the way down through your body, down through your fingertips, down through your nose, down all the way down to your toes. And now I'd like you to know that any distraction in the outside or the inside of your home can be just disregarded. Allow them just to help you go down all the way deeper down. I'd like to talk to you about something of importance around coronavirus and the anxiety caused by this. I'd like you to know that true healing occurs when you release your fears and release anything that isn't helping you towards your highest good. The better you feel, the more you will heal. It's very, very simple. Your DNA is influenced by your thoughts and feelings, so whatever you envision in your mind, whatever you're thinking has a direct impact on your body. So relaxing your mind can help you to understand a profound understanding of the challenges that you are facing as you find the courage, inspiration and determination to get through this difficult time, this time of the pandemic. I'd like you to know that you are far from helpless and you can influence how things turn out for you. And when you take time to go within, your body becomes healthier, less stressed, and more resilient. Research shows that positive thoughts have an impact on the cells in each part of your body, focusing on the things that can make you look good and can help you manage your fears. I'd like you to imagine that every cell in your body is feeling healthy and vibrant. That any fears you have around the pandemic and any challenges you're feeling, you can get through this. It's important that on a daily basis you spend time just for yourself, just to breathe in, practice, pause, and you can move through any difficult circumstances and any stress by breathing deeply and learning how to just let any negative thoughts glide through your body. Feel the gentle pull of the gravity as your body rests. Feel the air beneath you offering its gentle support. And one of the simplest strategies you can undertake during difficult times is to understand what you cannot control. From this moment on, I'd like you to focus on what you can control, your own locus of control, and allow anything else to stay outside your virtual bubble, your protected, controlled bubble. We can't change how other people react. We don't know how long the pandemic will last or the actions of others. We cannot predict what might happen now or in the future. From now on, you focus on the things that only you can control and how you perceive the pandemic. Only you can control how you react. You follow the recommendations from experts on social distancing. Take steps to keep away from high traffic places. And if you self-isolate, just make sure that your home is clean and sanitized and that you have enough to keep your mind healthy and active, enough to deal with the day-to-day isolation, that you maintain a positive outlook, because the more positive you are, the more equipped and resilient you are to deal with this. Focus on limiting your social media exposure and how much time you spend watching the news. Too much social media, too much news can help you focus too much on the negative events and can cause a heavy negative energy around you. I'd like you to flush out any negativity all the way through your body as if you had a virtual shower. Just wash it all away and replace it with positive affirmation. Spend time doing the things you enjoy, things that make you happy, family and friends. Minimize the stress and let go of any unnecessary obligations. It's important now that you just focus on the things that make you feel good. Now you are calm and relaxed. It's time to shift your focus. Take a moment to focus on a happy memory, happy time. Take in a deep breath, and I'd like you to visualize a time when you felt your happiest, when your entire body felt positive. And imagine you are travelling back to your own private sanctuary, a safe place that you can release all of your fears and all of your doubts. What kind of place would it be? As you think of this wonderful place, find yourself walking along a cobblestone pathway into the countryside somewhere. You can hear the sound of the birds singing and a cool breeze against your skin. And as you gaze up through the canopy of the trees, you can see the morning sun just gently peeking through the branches. You can let everything else go here. And as you walk, you feel connected to the present. The air smells sweet and the sky is blue. You feel safe and protected. And as you walk, you see a small building. It's a perfect time for you to meditate and reflect. This is your own private sanctuary where you can release all of your fears. And as you come and you get to the small building, you decide to open the door to see what's inside. And as you open the door, a gentle, warm sense of peace wafts across your whole body. And you can see a beautiful, clean space. And a smell of your favourite herb is in the air. It's invigorating and refreshing. And in here, there's a large cushion in the middle of the floor, perfect for you to rest upon. You gaze around the room a little more and notice that two of the walls have a lovely window with the sun shining through. You take a seat on the cushion and begin breathing deeply, centering your mind. And you feel the need for your back support, and it's suddenly a freedom. You are comfortable and at peace here. You feel safe, secure, and isolated from the outside world. It's your happy place. You begin thinking about some of the positive, happy memories and some of the funniest memories that want to make you smile. like you to spend just a couple of seconds thinking about happy times, happy memories. And as time slows down, it feels like you've wrapped yourself in the warmest blanket you've ever felt. You feel loved and protected, and the happy feelings remind you of better times. You think back to the time when you felt your best. And perhaps you can revisit this point, this sanctuary, at any point in time when you're feeling distressed and you're not feeling happy with the world, when the pandemic is just too much. Just sit down or lay on your bed and think about the sanctuary in your mind, releasing those good endorphins and feel-good chemicals. You get peace and balance. It's almost as if you've taken a happy pill. And the after effects of this session may last for several days or weeks. The effects are accumulative. So the more you relax and the longer you just sit and relive pleasant memories, sooner or later you will feel relaxed most, if not all of the time. You feel a profound sense of control and well-being now, and the euphoria subsides into a dreamy, relaxed state of peace and contentment. The endorphins you're getting right now will help you to combat anything, any fears you have around COVID. You can leave them out the door. Whenever you feel that anxiety is creeping back up, you can think of these moments and get your own sense of control, remembering you can't control what others do, but you can control your reaction. This pandemic scare will never stop you from doing what you really want to do. In fact, you may find you'll find new and creative ways of working around it. You have the skills now to feel relaxed and comfortable whenever you wish. And the more you focus on these memories and the pleasant experience of your sanctuary, you will feel pleasant. You are healthy, you are strong, and you are resilient. Your body is smart, and your body can fend off any imbalances and viruses that it doesn't need. You have a mental superpower. So now you can rest easy, and these suggestions are firmly embedded in your subconscious mind. They will grow stronger and stronger with each day. And as I count from 1 to 5, you will feel awake, refreshed, invigorated, and able to control your thoughts around COVID-19. So as I count from 1 to 5, you will awake. 1, you are slowly drifting as if you're awaking from a dream. 2, your thoughts begin to gently come round to the surface. 3, drifting back up slowly as you take a moment to remember this beautiful experience. 4, drifting a little farther, realizing you're feeling amazing. 5, open your eyes, and welcome back. Okay, thank you all. So, obviously that's a taster of something that I would do. If any of you have got sort of fears around COVID and just want to check in, have a chat with me, we can book a session, a free consultation, or just drop me a message online. I'm happy to discuss it. As I said in the past, hypnotherapy is kind of a combination between counselling and meditation, but we always do it in trance so that you go into that subconscious thought processing. But thank you all. If you want to follow me, I am on YouTube at Hypno Healing, and I have Hypno Healing page on Facebook. And please share it with your friends. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.